Chat, here we go. It's Nass versus Drowley in the road to 100,000 YouTube subscribers Invitational. It's pool play. 4 players playing in a pool play to set up a gauntlet. We actually just finished the closed qualifier, which I think at least some of it will be on YouTube, in which you saw Batira as the one who's going to come in and challenge this gauntlet. These guys get the pleasure of starting higher in the gauntlet based on how they play in this pool play. And Drowley looking to try and finish at the top. Will he be able to hold off all challengers? It's hard to say, but we have to bring up the name of our tournament. For those of you who haven't looked at the YouTube, who are coming from the Twitch, or from those of you who are watching on the YouTube VOD, now is your time to subscribe to the channel. It's your sign. We're getting closer and closer to 100,000 subscribers, and if we do happen to get there before the end of the tournament, chat has decided what they want is another tournament. I keep pressing the wrong button, sorry. As another tournament run right away. A $3,001 tournament that we will run immediately following this one, and it's going to be about 20 or so days that the videos will get uploaded. So that is the time frame. Now, Nass, I believe, only played 1 game yesterday. And unfortunately, it did not go well for the guy who's been playing the best ones in the world right now. He's going to have to bounce back here against his fellow Moroccan and follow up with a win, I think, against Moxie. That's probably what the next game would be. As Drowley almost looked like he DC'd there for a moment because he landed on the ground and looked like he completely let go of his controller. Nass. Interesting reverse wave dash recovery off of Drowley's challenge. A lesser player would maybe feel awkward and be out of position, but not Nass, who has a abysmal first touch, in my opinion, but he's going to make it a goal, so what am I talking about? You watch it from Drowley's perspective, this first touch is down the side wall, nowhere near the net, and Drowley's like, what are you doing? I'm just going to go take the ball away from you. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, I guess you have that reset still, and you might be able to use it. Drowley, a little reset wave dash catch, doesn't score on it, but gets a demo and should have the follow-up. I think I saw, as the game started, a lot of people putting their points on Drowley because he's been playing well, but actually it is going to be Nass' favorite prediction so far. I don't know if submissions are still open, they might be closed, but people knowing the history of what they've seen from Nass, not going to change allegiances so quickly. Nass really wanted that 100 boost. I thought for a second he's going to reverse again and just wait till it spawned. But he does try and look to get something going with what he has, and Drowley is going to stay just a couple pixels ahead of the demo, so he will get the boost steal. Nass, though, has been able to hold on to this possession for a long time now and will eventually get his goal. And listen, you in chat might be watching this shot and think, I could hit this one. Wait a second, I could be in this show match. But no, the reason why this one scores is because of all the context of everything these guys are able to do to each other that Drowley has to respect. And that's why the soft little touch towards the net will be a goal. I promise you that your defender will not believe in your ability to do anything but that, and they will defend that and stop it. Nass, though, gonna score again on another reset fake. The reset is the last touch, and he just leaves the ball and lets Drowley miss. Nass, double jump, sends it too high as he reads the disregarded kickoff from Drowley. And is able to get the long shots for a 5-2 lead. On the last bit of boost as well. really had no choice but to try and clear the ball out or take the shot either way, and it ends up turning in for a goal. Another kick-out possession in favor of Nass, and that's not what Drowley needs right now. Oh, missed touch from Nass, but his opponent was so starved out, so far away from the play, it didn't matter. Just hit reverse, try again. Drowley hasn't looked very effective when he has gotten moments of possession. He just keeps not being able to really control it early enough to get something going. He ends up just bringing it to the back wall of Nass, and Nass immediately takes over. And now Drowley wants to go next. He is not feeling like he's finding any offense here, and so with a minute left to go, game one will go to Nass. Change server? Oh, yes. Yeah, we can. Game number 2. Nass and Drowley. Drowley into a... I keep doing that. Sorry. To switch. To hold it. There we go. Drowley into a much cleaner design. And clearly his play is leveled up because of it. 1-0 on the ceiling height dribble, starting from the back wall. Delayed kickoff from Drowley. Now what does he have in store after winning a wall to air dribble? Nass is going to make it easy on him. Credit to Drowley for being able to react. It is a skill that not every player has. Some of them fall into their animation and end up just shooting the ball right at the defender, but Drowley sees Nass is in and out of the net, so just bring the ball to the ground and shoot it low. If Feer reads this, I will feed my dog. You should feed your dog either way, man. Shouldn't have anything to do with whether or not I read your chat. Drowley gonna make it 3-0. I responded to him in between the games about the stakes and what he could get with a win here. And he has responded with a flurry of goals. Feer loves dogs, apparently. I mean, you guys have heard my dogs. They contribute to the stream all the time. They basically commentate for me. In fact, my dog just walked past to go sit on his little dog bed behind the computer chair. He likes to hang out when we stream. Drowley reading the pre-jump from Nass. Wow, what a save. Nass stuck around, and a little side wave dash from Nass too. Just for fun. Really had the goal for sure. But put himself in the perfect position in case that crossbar down was there. I wanted to just show the sideways zap dash. Drowley might actually get this goal. Nass is having to panic. He was expecting to have to get farther out in the net. But ultimately, he does make the save and converts the possession as Drowley trying to break up the play early. Got underneath the ball. Just taps it out to Nass. Direct kickoff goal to re-extend the lead. Nass just dancing behind the ball after tapping it out back towards his own half. Certainly a much safer way than trying to use all your boosts to pull it in the air all the way back to the net, which many players will try. Nass has done this a couple times now, where it seems like he's just missing a chip setup. It could have been server related earlier because they both asked for the new server. Drowley, what a stylish way. Wait, he got a little bit too involved. I think if he had not done it on turtle, he might have been able to recover there and get that shot, but he tried to turtle slide into position to secure his goal. It did not work, but he scores moments later off of a nice save. I did see at least clips and moments of the Nupo Drowley match. I did not watch the whole thing though. Nass bumping Drowley, I'm sure was expecting Drowley to leave, give him some space, go try and reset on boost. Drowley does look to stick around and has done a great job at doing so. Nass pinch to get it around Drowley. Drowley just locks it for the demo, and it looked like he was hoping to get another one. He wanted to see a respawn on that right side so he could just chain another demo, but didn't work out. So now he'll instead play a dribble that he controls backwards. Doesn't seem to be in any rush, and that is certainly not the play, as he just backflips to give control to Nass. Drowley undercut. Gonna be forced back to the goal line. Nass a bump, but his bounce isn't on target. Nass has been taking the safer option pretty much every time he's had a choice in the air, but he's gonna have to start pulling the trigger on some risks here. He wants to get past Drowley, and he needs to get past Drowley at least 3 times in the next 50 seconds and make it 4 times. Drowley has been playing very loose, I think, in all of his games, if I remember correctly. Doesn't seem to be taking any one possession too seriously. And when you're playing well, that can work magnificently, as oftentimes people tense up a bit too much and stop being able to rely on their creativity. Drowley's the kind of guy who is very creative, and in open field can always just make something happen, and he seems to be willing to just kind of play whatever right now. And it worked for him here in game number 2. With 10 seconds left to go, Nass is fighting it out, but it will be a Drowley win and a tied series as these two drive together on the side wall. Every game can matter. Every game can end up being, you know, a difference in your plus-minus differential that gives you a better seed in the gauntlet. Could be guaranteeing even hundreds of dollars. So even if Drowley doesn't end up getting the win, why are these guys keeping it up? We might be stuck here. We might be getting held hostage. Drowley launching this one away. Nass will double it as an own goal. So Drowley will win game number 2. If he does get the series, he'll have won the whole pool 3-0 and be waiting at the top of the gauntlet. Guaranteed $400, even if he does lose the gauntlet match. $1,000 if he wins it. But of course, first, he's got to finish off this series. I would expect more than 10 total goals. There was, yeah, I feel like most games get around there, right? I guess it might be a good in-between. Still think I would favor over. I guess I'd have to double check how these 2 games went. Sorry, I'm talking about the prediction in chat, which is asking whether or not there's been 10 goals. I guess there was 8 goals and then 11, so yeah, no, I guess 10 is a pretty decent line. I guess, I don't know, I'm just expecting scoring here in game number 3. Manipulating predictions. True. Maybe making a bunch of people lose their hard-earned Ethereum But Drowley has proven me to be correct so far, with 2 goals within 30 seconds. Drowley falling from the ceiling this time. Nass unable to punish the half flip kickoff. At least not with a direct goal. Drowley just wants to get boost and get possession with a whole field in front of him. It's felt like he's been playing well in those situations, but this time it doesn't work out. Nass really feels like he had a good opportunity to maybe demo there. We weren't watching from his POV. But he did a good job of controlling possession in game 1. Now has to use a flip to catch back up to this one, and we'll look for the 50. The fake's no longer working. We saw early Nass getting a couple goals off of the back of just threatening a shot. Drowley has made that adjustment and said, no, you're going to have to hit it, Nat. Well, as I say that, he's going to... Oh, wait, man. What's going on? Oh, no. This is pro level 1v1. As everyone goes diving around the ball, it eventually does get saved. And Nass will remain down 1. Easy save for Drowley off the back wall. I think it's just chaos after that goal didn't go in. But it's a 2-goal swing. Drowley chaining some wall dashes together before the long shots, and a 3-1 lead. Nass both popping the ball with his front flip and making sure he lands clean. Who got bumped away from the double. Looking for the boost still. Drowley's held on to a decent amount of boost to work with and is going to challenge right away. You see Nass jumping up to the top edge of the ball, side flipping to guarantee it stays pinned down on the ground where he can attack with it. Now another hold back on this 50 in order to win it, but Drowley uses the post to clear this away. Drowley into the corner. Nass gonna force Drowley into net immediately after. Look at the speed Drowley's able to get using the side wall. The side wall is basically a bit of boost now, the way players are using it. But the problem is sometimes having boosts can be bad. Well, not really having boost. Having fake boost, which is a bunch of dashing that you have to go forward with. Whereas boost, you can choose to use it or not. But the point is, Drowley overextending there with the dashes. Little pre-flip flick, and it needs a follow-up. It's a follow-up fake. It wasn't going to score on its own. And even though Drowley wasn't able to get back to it, he convinced Nass that he would be able to. And so Nass jumped and just barely matrixed the ball. Nass did use the reset this time, but not really threatening enough of a take. In and out of the net on 0 boost to get the clear. And possession will start again for Drowley, who doesn't seem to be interested in rushing the ball to Nass. Instead, will slow it down and play the lower dribble. Again, Drowley just trying to wait patiently. He wants Nass to come challenge and then react to it, but Nass is just sitting there. And Drowley ends up flipping underneath the ball. Probably not a bad idea for Drowley to be so patient, especially with the lead. We will start again with a flick to the top shelf. Nass in and out on the save. And Drowley evades the demo. Nice pre-flip from Nass. That is a really hard touch. It's not going to matter because Drowley's still going to get the goal. But Nass trying to get back into position, needs to kind of clear the ball. You try to pre-flip, clear it to the side wall. And it was a decent touch, but still not good enough to get him out of his poor position. 5-3 for Drowley, who's going to just straight up take the ball back into his own half, but he did so a bit slow, so Nass will use his take as a setup, but didn't have the boost to kind of finish off the aerial that he started. So again, Drowley will waste more time. Drowley was wasting time yesterday. He's not going to let Nass even get to the ball. Nass is just diving at every moment now, which is exactly what Drowley wants, as he seems to thrive in the chaos of just controlling his possession, but he does let one in. So 9 seconds for Nass to figure something out. What kickoff is he going to be offered here? A slight offset, but still not an incredibly volatile one. He takes it standard. Drowley wave dash, wins the race to the boost, tap into the back corner, and it's becoming very unlikely for Nass. Wait, Drowley could have just sent this away, but he tried to carry a dribble, which just keeps the ball in the air. Either way, Drowley will get the win after getting bumped by Nass. 1 game away from perfection in pool play. Well, not quite perfection, but a 3-0 record. Game number 4, Drowley and Nass. Drowley came into this tournament as the lowest rated player on RL Duels of the invited players. We did just invite the top 4 EU server players into this tournament, but Drowley's showing that any of them could compete, as he might be on his way to guaranteeing at least $400 and a position in the grand finals. Nass, who had been playing the best, came into the tournament at the top. Has to try and find a way to score, and we've seen this so many times. This has been done a few times now. It's becoming the new meta in 1v1 as Nass dribbles to the back wall, doubles straight down, and even though he doesn't score it, he knows he just lands on the back wall and can dish it in to finish it off. And he starts the scoring in game number 4. Just inside a minute. Drowley, low reset is often dangerous because you're using your flip for what is a shot that can be very easily saved and recovered from. But Drowley gets away with it this time. W, that is a great first time chat. Like I said, the first time chatters have been killing it today. look at the more first time chatters dropping their W. Hey, we want more of you here if you're going to be dropping W's in the chat. Drowley, what a cheeky jump to get his goal. Chasing down Nass with a demo threat, and then a little pop over the top of him when he tries to backflip into the challenge. Nass kickoff win from the ceiling. Really early use of the flip. Pretty rare to see that, but maybe he was trying to make sure the ball stayed low. Now, dribble from the back wall. Nass, wow! With perfection, places it on the crossbar after going the length of the field, and is there to force it in as well. Drowley had enough to kick off. He actually missed the boost, which means had Nass done the bottom right corner shot, which is an often way that people try and counter it, I don't think Drowley's getting there. I think you need the boost to get there, especially if you go all the way to the boost without picking it up. I guess if you turn early, maybe you're fine. Drowley. Long shots to tie the game. Nass just floating with 0 boost and no flip. It's just brutal. We've all been there. We've all been there. No boost, no flip, and you just wait in agony for your car to hit the ground and to be able to do something. I thought Drowley was maybe going to try and read that bounce out of the corner. What a catch, and what a save as well. Nass, 18 boost. So he lets the dribble roll out as far as possible before going for the flick. If Drowley wins 3-1, he is guaranteed grand. If Drowley wins at all, he'll be 3-0 against everyone in the pool. So yes, he will be guaranteed the grand finals. Tiebreakers and game differential don't matter if you just win every single game. Drowley playing it passive as he knows Nass is not very threatening with low boost. If he just continues to throw a fake here and there on the ball, Nass will give him it eventually. But he wasn't able to convert on the possession he earned, and Nass has scored so many this way. He refuses to actually use the flip, but here the bounce is so high in the air that it's hard to use. It'd be easy to just send it way too high. So that's why Nass likely goes to the 50 protection / fake. Works out as a fake when the defender does not connect. And now Nass is just going to give Drowley a goal. This is a beautiful bracket format. Was this your big brain at work? Not really. It's been done a couple times before. It's technically the Salt Mine bracket. The original Salt Mine was 8 players into a gauntlet. This is 4 players. People pointed out the Rule 1v1 Invitational, probably the most recent one that just did 4 players into a gauntlet. What I didn't like about that was picking the 4 players myself. I wanted there to be more leeway, so I thought, why not add a little qualifier where anybody who might be able to take it down can join in. So that's what I added to it. And the result is Vatira waiting at the bottom to see if he'll be able to take these guys down. Drowley booming in the lead with 40 seconds left to go. Goodness, that's a heater. Nass might have given it a little bit extra on the goal line, but he also might have taken some off, depending on where he was. Nass now, double jump, bump. No, that's a huge save. That's probably a game-winning save, a series-winning save for Drowley, who will power slide it out as he's in no rush to go back to a kickoff. And dropping the look back with the camera while he slides. The secret trash talk that only us spectators can ever see. I guess unless Nass has Bacchus mod that shows the opponent POV, does that? I don't know if it shows camera work. Maybe there's a chance the trash talk can show up, but Nass is still more than in it. 20 seconds left to go. Quick kickoff goal makes it possible. Doesn't have this boost though in the back corner. Didn't commit to the zap dash either. And the reason why is he feels good about keeping the ball in play and stealing boost on the other side. Drowley at 0, though he evades the demo, and that probably ends the game. Had the demo connected, Nass would have space, but wait a second. He has turned a great shot opportunity, or he turned nothing into a great shot opportunity. How did he get that on the wall? I can't catch up to the play that Nass is doing right now. He still kept it in the air. What is going on? This 0-second goal should have been over 5 different times. He has a reset. Wave dash, catch, pop towards the net. Drowley has ended the game, though, with the save. Nass did a great job of keeping that up. Drowley will go 3-0 and await at the top of the gauntlets in the road to 100,000 subscribers invitational.